Resident Evil 9 Requiem might be the most ambitious entry Capcom has ever attempted, but ambition and execution are two very different things. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're a real Resident Evil fan, because we're getting down to the brass tacks on one of the most ambitious installments of zombie horror Capcom has ever produced. And to be clear, I am a real Resident Evil fan. I do know they have their faults and their pits that they fall into on occasion. Of course, Capcom isn't perfect, but that's not to say they are not successful. Every Resident Evil that I can remember has been successful. Resident Evil 7 revived the franchise back to its horror roots. The Resident Evil 2 remake, albeit wasn't perfect, it has near universal praise and did quite well in terms of sales. Of course, I'm not a fan of Resident Evil Village, but I must say it has massive success in terms of sale. At this current moment, it's hard to tell exactly how much influence, if any, Resident Evil Village has had on this game. But I'm awfully happy to see that they've reincorporated first-person perspective as a viable option. With having seen all the gameplay and trailers they've offered us so far, it seems that the athleticism incorporated into the vastly incredible, the crisp and breathtaking Resident Evil 4 remake, it's all back, baby. We've got the athleticism and a Leon that kicks fucking ass. Capcom has learned so much over the years that we've been playing their games and responding to them in proper, meaningful manners. When we say this game will succeed, that is an absolute guarantee. But the question is, will it leave the mark that we hope it leaves? Or is it going to do something that will twist our stomachs? Grace Ashcroft will play the survival horror role of this video game, but when you're feeling like it's just too much, Leon S. Kennedy is there to back you up with the action stacked higher than ever. When it comes to Resident Evil, it's not just about the zombies, it's about blowing them away. And damn, it is so fun to control Leon in the Resident Evil 4 remake. It seems they've taken almost every piece of athleticism they gave him in that game and amped it up. It seems the environment has some physics to it that I've never seen in a Resident Evil game. And I'm the guy who complained about the wine glass in the Resident Evil 2 remake. Damn, Capcom has really stepped up, and more than ever, I feel like we're on the right track for a fantastic survival horror and action experience. With the two sides being Grace Ashcroft, Alyssa Ashcroft's daughter, and Leon S. Kennedy, I feel like this is literally a slam dunk, inevitable as all get out. When we get down to the brass tacks, I see not only form and function, but damn, the game looks good. Better graphics than ever. Not the graphics are the most important thing. To me, the fun factor is the most important, and this game looks fun. As long as Capcom respects the lore and these characters that we've come to love, and introduces Grace in a breathtaking way, then I will consider this a new beginning, a whole new arc for Resident Evil to return to form. Not that it's been too far gone, but it's always nice to see things simplified and get back to how they were. When it comes to Capcom, I have high hopes for their future, and the future of this game seems promising. Hopefully it lands as badass as I think it's going to, because from what I can tell, this will be the best mainline Resident Evil we've gotten in over a decade. Until next time, ta-ta.